Okay, Wednesday, 22nd of January, 2025. So Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Relationship Wednesday, love better. The more you know about a culture, the more you can seduce the women from it. So this is an interesting concept of know thy enemy, so to speak. The more you know about people over here, over there, this culture, that culture, behaviors, mannerisms, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, etc., the better. Really, this principle is applicable to everything in life, business, finance, travel, you name it. The more you understand the people from here, how they think, how they prioritize, they think, feel, and fact find, whatever, the better you can adapt to them, the better you can make things unique for them, the more bespoke you can make things for them. So we extrapolate that principle into relationships, and we realize that the more you understand about this culture, that city, that continent, that region, that country, you name it, that neighborhood, you name it, the better you can, to lack a better word, seduce the women from it. That's quite powerful. So there was this interesting scenario back in, some other time. There was an interesting scenario I was in, let's keep it vague. And I said this interesting little funny phrase in this scenario. And I soon, a week or two later, I realized there was a different word I could have used instead of another one here, which would have made it a lot more relatable, more unique, and more impactful. Because that new word I could have introduced would have been very, very local to the area and quite colloquial, really, which would have taken it to the next level. Had I known the word, the joke would have gone down a lot funnier. I see. And that's the idea. The better you know the enemy, so to speak, the better you can adapt to them. Understand them. The mentality. Understand how people from this place versus that place will think, will feel, will act, will react towards this, whatever this is, or towards that, whatever that is. This idea, this word, this concept, this picture, you name it, this colour, this fashion, this style, this behaviour, this mannerism, whatever else. How will they behave? And indifferent, positive, negative, all sorts of combinations. But that, and the more you understand that, I did a video about this in the future, I did a video about this, Becoming the Demon, the more you understand about the world in all its facets, in this case it's psychology and anthropology and culture, the better you can predict the future. But then you can also go one step further and say the better you can craft the situation to your favour, the better you can handle and mould the situation into your favour. Because you know what they will do before they even do it. You know that it's game theory, really. If I do X, they're going to behave Y, so therefore I will do Z. Fair enough. This, and this. And it happens like clockwork. You know it. Gives you an advantage. You're really thinking in this context, you're thinking 3 steps ahead. And the more you understand the culture, anything really, the more steps ahead you can think into the future. Powerful, gives you a very unique advantage in any situation, really. But even in relationships, the better you can present yourself, the better you can sympathize with them, the better you can understand them, the better you can understand their actions and beyond. All sorts of unique, specific things can be understood and achieved by understanding the culture. And the greater the detail you understand it, the better you can perform. Just like in business, just like in finance, just like in travel. The better. The more you understand it, the better. That's powerful. And then you could say, well, how would you go about learning it? Yeah, there's priceless ways. YouTube, videos, books, podcasts, you name it, things like that. AI, amazing. Priceless ways, and even simply going there as well. Being on the ground there. The best way to understand English culture is to be in England. Makes sense. Because what I also noticed that there's a bit of a blind spot with a lot of online, any kind of media, is that they're interpreting these things through their own eyes and their own vocabulary and their own vernacular, really. But if you do something, you will find things and understand things that they wouldn't have interpreted, seen, understood, appreciated, recognized, you name it. I'm quite sure I did a video about this actually, about traveling and cost of discovery. This is a cost of discovery. What it takes to learn something in life, time, energy, you name it. It's that. And the more things you do, the more things we learn, the more things we discover. Therefore, it compounds. We become a wiser, faster, stronger, smarter individual. And that spills over into the dating game, attitudes, behaviors, mannerisms, techniques, and beyond, and into the culture of this place or that place or over there, over here, or everywhere. And the more you understand of those places, you compound that with having skills, again, being socializing and teasing and whatever else, all kinds of techniques, the better. Lack of better wording, the more success you'd have. And success by your own definition, your own measurement. Fair enough. Because you understand them more than they understand you. If you understand them, again, you can predict their future, yeah, but also their actions, their reactions, their responses, what they think, what they feel, and beyond. And as I said earlier, you can craft the situation in your favor. Checkmate, basically. And the more you understand, and the more you learn here, the further into the future, the more steps ahead you can think. 3 steps, 6 steps, 9, and beyond. Wow, that's powerful. Very, 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 very powerful. Very, very powerful. Because you understand people in greater detail, which is very useful. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.